this is driving me nuts, right? So this is I'm sure this guy Eden Clay is a fine guy and everything, but he's just one of those people who has the Trump derangement syndrome. And he tweets this out. I'm not even religious, but I feel like our country is fighting against pure evil right now. It's exhausting. 2,190 retweets. 7,000 likes. That's a pretty popular tweet. So what I said was, I guess you missed when both parties joined to start illegal wars, set the Mideast on fire with war crimes and torture as official policy. What was that? That wasn't pure evil? I guess you missed the part where Barack Obama was going to come over and take over the banks and help people. What he did was he made the banks bigger. And how did he do it? On the backs of 5.1 million families who he made homeless. Families, not people. Families. Entire families. That's how he did it. And then he did austerity to pay for it. And then he made the Bush tax cuts permanent. And then he tried to cut Social Security and Medicare. That was his grand bargain. And then he let pipelines crisscross this goddamn country. Then he let cops abuse protesters at Occupy Wall Street.
I'll Jimmy both sides. I mean, he was just letting both sides. Both sides had to play out there.
That's how you got Trump. Because you had a right-winger in Barack Obama anyway. That's how you got. Really? What happened in Libya? That wasn't evil, what we did in Libya? Of course it was evil. How about what we did in Iraq? That wasn't evil. How about what we're doing still today in Guantanamo? How about what we did all over the goddamn world? Black Ops sites, Bagram. How about there's a fucking thing called a torture report that nobody went to jail for? So this is what drives me nuts. How about Barack Obama selling $100 billion worth of weapons to Saudi Arabia to drop on the poorest people in the world in Yemen? Cluster bombs, which are considered war crimes, except they're not because we do it.
Jimmy, did we ever run out of bombs?
We actually ran out of bombs. We dropped so many bombs. This beautiful government, before Trump, everything was great. We dropped so many bombs in Syria, we ran out of bombs. We created the Al Qaeda. We created ISIS. Those weren't the evil days.
Was moving too slowly, but the fall of Ramadi has galvanized the Iraqi government. So with the additional steps I ordered last month, we're speeding up training of ISIL forces, including volunteers from Sunni tribes in Anbar province.
We sold chemical weapons to Saddam. Those weren't the evil days? When we sold chemical... No, that wasn't. How about when we sold arms to hostages? How about that?
Jimmy, you even mentioned that how evil does Obama need to look about Syrian refugees? Like, where does
thank you, Steph, for reminding me. Pure evil right now because Trump is banning Muslims at the airport. Why do you think there's Muslims at the airport? Refugees, we've created millions of refugees because Barack Obama bombed the shit out of them. He ran out of bombs. But that didn't upset the American people. It only upset them when Trump banned them at the airports. What do you guys got to do to get pissed off at Barack Obama? Does he have to bomb Muslims at the airport for you guys to give a shit? For you guys to think it's evil? You fucking lemming. This is mindless thinking. This is stupid. This is destructive. This tells you to ignore corruption in favor of some guy we don't like personally. Ignore Barack Obama's corruption. Ignore the Democrats' collusion with Wall Street, the military-industrial complex, and Big Pharma to fuck you over. We don't have a functioning financial system or a healthcare system because Barack Obama is just that corrupt.